right, this is why God made FM radio. This is... See, that's why when we had AM radio only, they said, God said, we're going to need something else because coming around the corner, there's going to be music like this. So a young lady came into the studio who had been a guest, Amy Freeman, and she said, my husband does some music, so she handed me a CD. How often does that happen, Robin? Maybe once a day? We get this kind of thing? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. So I said, okay, I'll listen to it. And so then I'm always true to my word. If I say I'm going to listen, I do. And I saw it on my desk. I said, oh, my gosh, I haven't listened to this one yet. I got to go, though, but I'll just take it with me. So I brought it into the car. And I pushed it into the little slot, which I hadn't used in forever. And all of a sudden, blah, 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 all of a sudden I was in, it sounded like Boston or something. I don't know who your influences are, but that is Andy Freeman, Amy Freeman's husband. Amy must love you a lot. She brought you to our attention. Andy Freeman is in the studio, and he brought a guitar, so maybe we'll get even a live performance out of him. And you've got a new CD release called The Berean Mind Project. And it took me a while of close listening to realize this was Christian rock. So, well, good to meet you, Andy. Thank you for coming in.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was listening to word-wise at first. It takes a while. Sometimes I'm into the music more than the words. So.
Well, that's why I put the words in the pack.
Yeah, but I was driving. I couldn't read it. But I was. The Beavis and Butthead thing where they rock their heads? Uh-huh. I couldn't do it. I was trying, but my brain hurt. So. Yeah, I love your music. You know what I love about it? I'm guessing that's a lot of it is you. Are you the drummer?
Actually, I do all the instruments.
You do all the instruments?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the dual guitar. How many people don't realize how cool that is?
Yeah, and of course my influences are a lot of dual guitar bands.
Tom Schultz?
I like Tom Schultz.
Yeah, yeah.
I had the pleasure of seeing him play live too.
Did you really?
Yeah, and
your vocal is Tom Schultz. I don't know anybody else who does what you do.
Yeah, well, I didn't invent the Kodak Polaroid camera, but that, he did.
Tom Schultz invented it?
Yeah, he worked for Kodak. Yeah, he's a really smart guy. He's like an engineer kind of.
I didn't know that.
He built his own amps.
I didn't know that. So what do you do?
I'm not that good.
So what do you do when you're not making music?
I am actually a registered nurse.
Are you really?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I work for hospice.
Oh man, you must be the coolest nurse there.
I think
for hospice. They don't die anymore, do they? After they hear your music, they come back,
or they die happy. So.
Yeah, that's right.
You are a deeply convicted man too. That would mean I don't mean convicted. What's the word I'm looking for? Religious man.
Never been arrested.
I didn't want to say religious because I think it's more than religion. You're a faithful man. Is that a better way to say it?
Yeah, I would say that, and I think what I try to do as a Christian, pretty much everything I do, I do it for God, and so therefore I don't just do a little song and just like, oh, here's a little song. I do a song, and it's so important to me that the God of the universe, this is a song for you.
You've been doing this all your life? Picked up a guitar at what age? How old?
Well, I was probably 14. My dad was in bands when I was growing up.
Did you grow up here in Ocala?
No, on Lake Mary.
Okay.
So not too far away, near Orlando. And my dad was in bands, so I always I was a little kid sitting at band practice and stuff. But he never taught me how to play guitar because he didn't want me to go down that path. Mm-hmm. But then,
understandable. It's understandable
because he knows what the music business is like.
Right.
But eventually, I loved music and I couldn't keep myself away, and I learned. And he eventually taught me some stuff and everything.
But you're such a good everything. I mean, that drumming is outstanding. That guitar playing is outstanding. That singing is outstanding.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's funny because a lot of the instruments I've just picked them up and just natural. I play piano.
But this instrument,
no one ever taught me how to do it.
This instrument right here in your throat, that's a pretty important instrument. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't realize, don't think of it as an instrument, but the voice is so important to us as listeners. Yeah. We want to hear that. So you've got this amazing harmony sense too. It's not just that you're singing it, but you're singing with it.
Yeah. And
and the same thing is true for the double guitar parts.
Yeah, and I tell people I'm doing heavy metal music, but it's like it could be a barbershop quartet on some of the songs with the harmonies that I do, and I don't know,
Is that how you start out? Because some of the songs on the CD, there are a couple of them that lead more to the acoustic vein.
Mm-hmm. Only one, I think.
Well, yeah, but it's
I think one. What'd you bring with you? An acoustic guitar?
I brought an acoustic.
Are you going to do a little song live with us?
Yeah,
that's cool.
We can do one.
Who's the pretty lady with the pink hat?
That's my friend Colette.
Hello, Colette. You're a devoted fan. You were standing outside with the sign.
She follows me everywhere.
And who's O'Neill? Freedom.
Oh, there you go. Wait.
Who's O'Neill?
I don't know. Some guy in Australia.
Just on the video, I can see O'Neill on your shirt. Okay, so
piece of tape over it.
Can you get your guitar out? I want to hear something. We'll just kind of have a really relaxed kind of an interview.
All right. How much time we got before the next commercial?
Don't worry about it. Right. You got a long song?
I have it. Well,
don't do too long of a song. We want to talk to you. I'll try to mix you. I don't have any reverb or anything. I'll just mix you.
That's fine. This song's about 20 minutes long. So.
no, don't do that.
And I'll give you a little quick intro about this song. This song is kind of, I wrote it one night. I had a dream just about going to heaven and all that, and just it was one of those weird dreams.
Were you afraid you weren't going to wake up?
No.
If I had a dream about going to heaven, I'd be saying, "Oh, hello, can I wake up out of this?" Okay, so you went to heaven.
I didn't go to heaven. I wanted to go, and I saw like the skies opening up and stuff like that. So I kind of woke up and sat down and started piddling around, and next thing you know, I had a song.
Okay.
So
this is it.
This is it.
What's it called?
This one is called "Live Eternally."
Live Eternally. Okay.
Yep. So here we go. Take the fall until the
Nice. Wow. Very good. Hope I didn't stop your show.
Wonderful.
We'll take a little break and we'll be right back. Andy Freeman is in the studio. He's got a new CD. It's called Berean Mind Project. I'm going to ask him what that word is. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Put your money to work. Florida Credit Union has a money market special, 1% APY until December 31st, 2016. That's right, through December 31st, 2016. $50,000 minimum balance to open and earn dividends. On January 1st, 2017, the account reverts back to a normal account at current rates. Federally insured by the NCUA, Florida Credit Union, enriching people every day. Visit one of Florida Credit Union's convenient locations today or their website, www.flcu.org.
Offer ends February 28th, 2016.
Your weekends are getting a little retooled.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out.
New shows? Check. We are Force. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire.
Because that's how exotic it is.
We are Force.
All right, 11 minutes before 11 o'clock. Boy, that's some bumper music right there, isn't it?
I love that. I've always loved heavy metal.
That is Andy Freeman. He's in the studio right now, just treated us to a live acoustic version of one of his songs. Andy, what was the song you just played? What was the title of that?
That song was "Live Eternally." That's not.
That's right.
That's not on the CD that you have.
No, it's not. What does the word Berean mean? Am I saying it right? Berean?
No. You said it right when you said it wrong. Berean.
Oh, I did. I said it right when I said it wrong. So what does that mean, Berean?
Well, I sat around. I'm thinking, what name? It's kind of a joke when you try to come up with a name for a band, and you ask all your friends and stuff. And there's some scriptures in the Bible where Paul the Apostle, he's going around all the countries preaching and stuff, and some people listen to him and some people don't. Well, he quotes that he went to the Bereans, and he said they were the noblest of the people because they didn't just take what he said and said, okay, I believe. Mm-hmm. They went into the scriptures and they studied it to make sure what he was saying was right. And so therefore...
That's what I did, by the way.
Uh-huh.
It is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the name of your band is Berean.
Berean Mind Project.
Okay, I thought that was the name of the album. Okay.
No, and so I say to have a Berean mind means that you can look at things, especially scripture, but life in general, and you don't just take it for what you see, because with everything.
Sure. Why would God give us a mind if He didn't want us to analyze things? Yeah. I say this all the time. I mean, there's so many things about faith that are peculiar. It's like the faith of a child. So a child doesn't need to know anything; it just has to have faith. Mm-hmm. But as we get older, we question things. So in order to have faith, we have to question things. But I think that's the way He made us.
and not only to question things, but to seek out the truth,
Yeah,
and not to question it and just do what you feel is right,
And you have to know when things are good and when things are bad, and that's how your spirit grows. And you are absolutely marvelous.
Yeah, and I think with the music, I try, of course, with a name like that. I have to I have to really look and make sure that the words are scripturally correct, because not putting down other bands or anything, but I've heard some songs and it's like, well, they said something cool just because it rhymed with the line before, but then it's not really correct. So I just said, you know what, I have songs.
Remember the song "Can't Be with the One You Love"? Like a hand in a fisted glove. What is that? What does that mean? Why?
Or woolly bully? What's up with that?
Well, at least that makes no sense.
right.
But this no sense. My love is like a hand in a fisted glove. What kind of love is that? A hand in a fisted glove.
It just rhymes. That's all.
All right. So. Do you remember, by the way, the Alan Parsons Project? Not that you sound like them, but the word project being a name of a band.
It's funny you say that because probably just a couple weeks ago I watched a concert with them. He was in Rio or something like that.
I thought you were going to say Rehab.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
No, I really like the way he layers his music. And if you've ever seen him live, like I always think, you ever watch the not the Muppet. Yeah, the Muppet Show, where one little Muppet will start tapping on a stick or something, and then the other Muppet will come in and do like an alternate rhythm, and they'll be snapping their fingers, and the next thing you know, there's 20 Muppets.
Got this big thing going on.
And
well, that's kind of what you do.
Alan Parsons is the same way, and I sort of, with me, I kind of do that. Like, it's heavy metal music, but it's orchestrated, and in an
Where do you do it? In your living room? Do you have a studio? Where do you do this?
Yeah, I have a studio in my house. Some people call it a spare bedroom.
Oh, I like that.
So,
but you're the band. You are.
So how do you take it live? How do you take it live? Do you have other guys that you get together with, or do you?
I moved down here. I was living in Nashville for a while, and I had a band up there. I was actually in a couple bands, and we would go around live. And then I've had several bands through the years, and we would play. We played like at the 33rd Street Jail in Orlando. They brought us in and put us on the
jail.
Inside the jail for the inmates, and that was
good acoustics in there. It's all concrete, right?
Yeah. It was pretty awesome. Sounded like we were in an arena. But yeah, and actually on this album I do have one, I guess you could call him a guest star guitar player. He did some guest guitar solos.
Okay.
I wrote all the songs and played all the rhythms. And his name's Chris Poland. And those of you who are heavy metal freaks, you would know who he is. He's in a band called Megadeth.
Okay.
Oh, really? I've heard of that band.
Yeah. My manager is his manager. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So how's it going? When did this come out? When did this CD come out?
Actually, it hasn't came out yet.
It's not out yet.
The CD that you have is actually just some CDs that I kind of printed up myself, and right now we're working on some. We're working on with a couple different record companies, trying to come up with the right thing, and so it's not actually, you can't go to the store and buy it.
When did you start?
It was probably a few months ago.
When did you start recording? I don't mean the album. I mean in general. When did you first say, "I'm going to lay something down on a recorder"? Was it reel to reel? Was it a cassette?
I can tell you, it was 1988, and I saved up my money. I think I was working at Popeyes or something, and I saved up my money and bought a 4-track recorder, uses a little cassette tape. And I actually started recording back then, and of course, with only 4 tracks, you got to learn how to bounce stuff over and bounce things together. And it sort of started from there. And then, as you move on in the music business, you get into a better band, and then you go into a real studio, and then you meet engineers, and I've always tried to learn from them.
Is there a storyline in here? I didn't listen to it closely enough to figure out if this is like a little mini Christian rock opera or something.
It's funny you say that. This one's not, but when I started writing it, I started to write it as that, but then I wanted to, then I had some other songs sitting around, and I'm like, you know what, I want to record these songs too, so I ended up not doing it.
There was a song in
but
here.
My next one is going to be.
Oh,
there was a song in here where it sounded like you were two characters. You were like an evil character and then a good character. Is it Surrender? Is that the song where you do that? You're not sure?
Gosh.
Or was it Fortune? What song was it that I heard that on there? Let's see if
That was on one of my bipolar days.
Let's see. Hold on. Here's I don't know if it was this one or not. I think it is this one.
Yeah, I guess you could take that from that song, and what it is.
Here, hold on. Listen.
Living a lie, living in perfect union. Evil eyes can hide the tears of years gone by. Leading the blind.
Well, that's your New Jersey sound. Who's that? Who do you sound like right there?
And all the things I wanted will burn and die.
Here you go.
Hearing the call again.
I don't think that's the song I was thinking of, but that's awesome. So what do you put down first? So just a recording question. Nobody cares. I
care.
I'm curious.
I'll take a click track like a metronome, and I figure out how fast I want the song. And some songs go fast and slow, and I have to do it on computer. And some of them go from 3/4 time into 4/4 to 6/8 or whatever. And I set that all up. Then I play my guitar along with the click track, and then I go back and just add the instruments onto the guitar. And as I record the actual instruments, then I take off the guitar.
So you add the drum later
process.
on. So you're not following the drum. The drum is actually following you or the click track.
Yeah, and then I keep the click track on with the drums and stuff too. But yeah,
Who's the New Jersey band I'm thinking of? Not Van Halen.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Some people, I don't hear it myself, but sometimes when I do karaoke, every now and then, I can sing a mean Bon Jovi.
Have you ever started out writing the song, you put all the instruments and everything on it, and then all of a sudden at the end you say, no, this should be acoustic? Have you ever gone the reverse direction, like say, no, it was perfect as a guitar vocal?
Yeah, I've done that, and actually on this album, I've went the opposite too. I guess you could say the most acoustical song on the album. I did it on just a previous demo before, and it was nothing but acoustic and me singing, and then I had these ideas of some orchestration and stuff. So yeah, I go back and forth, but once you do it for real, it's set in stone. And
right.
Two questions before we run out of time. Are you giving me permission to give these away on the air?
You can give them away.
Okay. If I have somebody who would like the CDs, give us a call, 622-9622. The rest of us, do you have a website we can go buy them or
not at this time.
Download your music?
We're in the process of doing a website right now. But you can email me at Berean Music, and it's spelled Berean Mind Music at yahoo.com.
Berean Mind Music.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Andy. Nice to meet you. Good luck with everything you're doing.
Thank you.
It went too fast. Thank you, pretty lady.
It did. I thought I was going to sing 3 or 4 more songs. But
Oh, did you really? Well, let's listen to this as we go out. I think this is the third one on the CD. This is called Fortress. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, guys.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. The Democrats have a presidential debate tonight in Milwaukee.
Fresh off of a